All right, so here I am on Hilton, which is just another nightmare. Your flashings are separated, which allows water to get underneath and run straight back. And because it's mushy, water gets in, runs down. So these patches here are cute, but if you don't take care of the chimney, water is going to continue to get in. These patches are useless. They're actually trapping water, as you can see here, because they were put on, but there's no bonding element. There's no fabric. So the water is still getting in the chimney. I guess they thought, okay, we're seeing water in this area, let me put a patch on here. But they're not taking care of the actual openings that are here. Again, you should wrap the base of this chimney in rubber. Not making fun of anybody, but this is actually trapping water, this entire sheet. And now it has nowhere to go except for into the building. Same thing here. No bonding element, therefore the repair splits. All of these, bare minimum, you gotta coat this. You gotta coat this. Now, aluminum is not a waterproofer, it's a roof extender, like to extend the life. What you need to do is reflash all of these separated patches, which are now trapping water, and then put elastomeric on this thing, which is a waterproofer. And you got like 8.5 square here of these hit and miss repairs that aren't even closed. Look, you got this big sheet on here to make it look like something was done, but you're actually trapping water. Same thing here. None of this. This is actually open and it's trapping water. Can you see this? Let me show you where it's wet there. See that shininess? That's water. And the whole thing's like that. This is actually creating a worse problem. And if we look at why is this here, it's because this is open. See this? This is the mistake people make, is they just put a bunch of cement on here and hope that it'll hold and walk away. But you've got 8.5 square that needs elastomeric, and all of this needs to be reflashed if you're not trying to put a roof on here. Like the regular reflashing, throw rubber around all 3 sides of that chimney, and then re-cement and fabric this correctly with bonding fabric. So there's a 3-layered system, including closing this up. Like stick my whole foot in. If I get my foot there, guess where the water's going? Same thing back here. This patch here, it's actually trapping water. Let me give you a little. It's bigger than my foot. Here's the water comes squishing out of it that's trapping. This is, what is this? This is Hilton. 8.5 square. Drop elastomeric on it. It's in a rubber patch. I mean, Jesus. This should be like $800, unless you just want to reflash these areas and throw some rubber on here, like the first one. Just do reflashing everywhere correctly where it's supposed to be, including around the perimeter. Throw chimney rubber around the base. Then I could drop you down, but you're still same thing, reflashing. It's like $550, man. God, I'm gonna need 2 cans of cement for all this. Look at that. Around. They actually created problems with these patches. Flash the stack correctly, cut this back, flash the perimeter correctly, clean all this up, and then tie these in correctly. Same thing around the perimeter, around here, and then drop rubber around the base of this to cover up these holes permanently. You can put all the material you want here, but as long as that's just cement, it's going to continue to crack and separate and allow water in. All right, let me get down.